All right, guys, we need to take a look at this. This is super important, okay? It's really important.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
I lied to you. It's not that important, but we will look at this. So this is basically the San Antonio Spurs training camp. Now, I'm giving my thoughts on it really quick. If you guys want to support the channel, Clan the Merch Fan, link in the description, okay? Support your boy. All right, so let's go ahead and go through this. So as we know, Keldon Johnson at the top, okay? Keldon Johnson is at the top, 6'6", 210 pounds. We got Josh Richardson, which... when is he going to be gone? I'm expecting him to be gone pretty soon. I'll just be real with you guys. We have Jeremy Sohan, and actually, let me put this on another tab. I always forget to do this. Yeah, I always forget to do this. There we go. That's much better. And I'll give you guys the times of training camp and all that stuff, media day and all that good stuff. We talked about it in a different video, but I'll find it. It's on my Twitter. All right, so here we go. So Keldon Johnson. All right, cool. Josh Richardson, Jeremy Sohan, Josh Primo, Blake Wesley, Joe Weezy. And honestly, I've said this over and over again, and I don't think this is gonna stick, okay? Because most of the things that I say that do stick are the really hyperbolic situations where I'm like, oh yeah, Josh Primo reminds me of Kobe when it comes to mannerisms and demeanor, and even some aspects of his game, and people get kind of, you know, irritated with that. Or at least you remember it, okay? You will remember that I said that. But when it comes to Joe Wieskamp, look, I want this to be known. I don't think Joe Wieskamp would be like a star or anything like that. But I will say this. I think Joe Wieskamp and Josh Primo go super well together, okay? I've seen so many rookies come and go in San Antonio. I've seen rookies work together in the G League, and I haven't seen anything quite like Josh Primo and Joe Wieskamp during the G League. Those G League runs, they played off each other so well. Now, I think that it's a mixture of things, and this is what I am worried about, okay, when it comes to Joe Wieskamp. This is the only thing I'm worried about, I promise, the only thing I'm worried about. Josh Primo and Joe Wieskamp were basically neck and neck when it came to basketball IQ. But as you guys know, Joe Wieskamp is slightly older than Josh Primo. So I was wondering, is this one of those things where Joe Wieskamp just going to play that way because of his age, because of his experience, and that's why he looks so good in the G League? Or is it the fact that he genuinely is or could be a really good sharpshooter in the NBA? Now, Josh Primo, the fact that he's been able to play right there neck and neck with Joe Wieskamp, I think that speaks hugely to Josh Primo as a player, as a prospect, as you know, just the guy that we know him to be. But he's so young. I mean, coming in like 18 years old and being able, youngest guy in the draft, and being able to come in and go neck and neck with Joe Wieskamp, and they just play off each other so well. I thought it was pretty impressive, but I am worried about that. Like, is Joe Wieskamp, is his IQ as good as I think it is, or was it the fact that he just had so much more experience on some of the other guys that were in the G League, and even experience off of Josh Primo? So I don't know. We looked into Joe Wieskamp's past before. He went through a lot of adversity when it comes to getting playing time, becoming the guy that he is. So I absolutely love him as a player. I think that he can play really well off Josh Primo, but I do question that on the NBA level. I hope he can keep it up. But as we know, we've heard about it already, that he's worked on his jump shot. It's a smooth release. He didn't have to fix the jump shot or anything. It's just a matter of making it quicker. So from what we heard, it's much more smooth, and he's basically going to be the last product that we got out of Chip England. All right. Well, help from Chip England, that is. All right, Doug McDermott. I've been very open in saying that I don't even know if he should just stick with the team. I think we should kind of start looking towards moving him, but that's just my take. We got Isaiah Roby here, slightly less versatile than Jeremy Sohan. Like they're kind of neck and neck though. So I'm excited to see him. At least now this is one that I really do want to see. Okay. I really want to see, because I have not been able to see a ton of him, but apparently he's one of those players, and you guys can correct me in the comments, but he's one of those players that's kind of a switch arming knife, right? He can do a little bit of everything. You can put him in any type of situation, and he'll play well. He's kind of like a dog. He's basically, from what people said, he's basically what we expected to get out of DeMarre Carroll those few years ago. But yeah, we didn't do that. Malachi Branham, I've already been super open on this. You guys know I'm huge on Josh Primo, but I'm equally as big on Malachi Branham. I think that he can be him and Josh Primo. I think has the most potential on this team, like period, as far as what they can be down the line, years down the line. I think those two have the most potential. Now, Jeremy Sohan, you guys know I love me some Jeremy Sohan, but I think he's more just like kind of like a glue guy. You absolutely need him, but he's a glue guy. And Keldon Johnson, he's kind of like a Grant, you know, for the Celtics. But I think he's better, obviously. ESPN really disrespected him. I know we talked about that, but oh my God. Zach Collins, looking forward to seeing him. Jakob, man, I wouldn't be shocked if Jakob is moved. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But yeah, I don't know. Devin Fasale, obviously. You see Dominic Barlow. That's going to be a really interesting one. I wonder. You see, oh, they just put the asterisk for two-way contract. All right, yeah, I'm wondering what we get to see out of him. I kind of want to see him talk media day. I think the two ways are there during media day. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they are though. Tommy Kuz, we talked about him. Dude can absolutely ball, by the way. Bates Diop. Yeah, I think I don't really. I've said this. I've been open. I think they probably should drop. Trey Jones. That's really strange one because Trey Jones has not gotten. I'm sorry, a contract yet, or at least a fully guaranteed contract, which is very strange to me. It makes me question: are the Spurs bought in to Trey Jones? Romeo Langford, I don't know. I don't know. I keep hearing bad things, but I don't know. Jang, I can say it wrong. Dang, Gorgie Dang, dude. All right. So here's the thing. I said this before in another video, and the audio wasn't playing. So like I said this before, I always say Gorgie Dang, but it feels like people are messing with me because every time I try to find out how to pronounce his name, it's like something weird. Like check this out. So you go to YouTube and you type in Gorgie Dang pronounce, and this is how they pronounce it.
Gorguai dying. Gorguai dying.
It's so lame, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I have no idea. It's like everyone it's like the internet is trolling me every time I try to say his name. It's like, how do I say it? I think it's Gorgie Dang. I mean, that's what I hear all the time. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, this is a troll, but geez, man. Good God. Yeah, Gorgie Dang. Jordan Hall, which I was actually shocked that we got, but I guess it kind of works, especially if, here's the thing. Oh, God. I'm talking too much. Anyways, here's the thing. If Trey Jones leaves, Jordan Hall makes a lot of sense because he's kind of a point forward, and he could kind of fit into that role. I don't love him as far as a prospect, to be honest. We've went over him before, but at the same time, I completely understand it. 2 years younger, point forward, and you already know that, Josh Primo can do a little bit of facilitating. He could probably run point. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait and see what the Spurs do with that. But anyways, here's the training camp. And let me, as promised, let's go see when is everything. Oh, by the way, this is hilarious. Doc Rivers, Adam Levine, and Udoka coordinating their deviant behavior for this week. Yeah, that's pretty funny. By the way, I don't even know if that Doc Rivers thing was real. Even if it is, it's not on the level of these two. I mean, who cares? Anyways, let's see. Did I miss it? No, here it is. All right. So media day at practice facility, September 26th at 11 a.m. That's 3 days from now. Training camp, September 27th to October 2nd. First preseason game, and we're going live for this, boys. October 2nd, 7 o'clock, which is 6 Central, which I'll probably be on at 5. Yes, see, season tip-off, October 19th, and Hornets. May or may not do a live stream for that. I probably will. It makes sense to do it. Anyways, but hey, that's the video. I'll give it to you guys later. If you want to support the channel, like I always say, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description, or become a patron and YouTube member, only $2 per month. Until next time, Thank you.